Project for 2025, it's right there. The joy that perfect paint will bring you is through the roof. You know what else we need to do? We need to tackle that honey-do list. There's a lot of, we gotta get things done. We've gotta get things fixed. Let's get things put together. Have you seen this product from Bell & Howell? It's the angle driver. It is a very clever item. Reach any awkward angle, brilliantly designed with a suregrip handle as well. Okay, let's dive in with the demonstration so you can see it. You're gonna be able to choose your colors. There's blue, there's black, there's orange, there's red. It comes all neat and tidy away. I've never had the opportunity to present it in open house. Mr. Luca Puto, I've heard about it. It's got a reputation for being innovative like you.
I thought you were talking about me for a second.
It
has a reputation.
Lou, this is a clever idea.
This is a fantastic idea. And let me tell you something, folks. I have built 6 pieces of furniture in the last month and a half.
6?
Against my will. Oh. But I built 6 pieces of furniture. This was something I used on every single piece because it's easier than a screwdriver. It's better than the tools that they give you with the furniture to build it. And, oh, sorry, moved it right out of there. But look at everything that comes with here. You've got your socket set over here. We've got both the standard and the metric set over here. Then you've got all the magnetic drivers. We've got Phillips head. We've got standard size over here. We've got Torx bits. We've got star drivers. I mean, Adam, literally everything that you can want. Hex bits, everything. Yeah. But let me show you what the real magic is, and that's this right here. That handle has gearing in it so that when you turn it, and it does it at an angle, hence the name, but when you turn it, it actually gives it a little more torque, okay? So watch this. I'm gonna put this down real quick here and just show you. So if I take this out, now it comes with a 4-inch extension. I like to use the extension on the end of it just like that. Gives you a little bit more reach. I'm just gonna grab any old bit that's in here. Let's just go with a standard little bit right there, little Phillips head. Okay, now watch. As I turn this, notice that the bit is spinning on the end. It's not quite at a 90-degree angle. It's close to it, but it's not quite that. If I go clockwise, it's going to tighten things. If I go counterclockwise, it's going to loosen them. Okay, so very, very simple idea that works incredibly well. And you get sockets with this as well, Adam. So you don't have to have a huge set of sockets as well. If I showed you, okay, would you rather carry around all of this right here? And this is not a 42-piece set. I got these 2 things right here, okay? All the sockets, all the screwdrivers and things that are in here. That's not even 42 pieces right there. Look at how much space this takes up. Your angle driver will take up a fraction of this.
It's something that if you have it at home in the everything drawer, it's everything you need. You won't want for anything else. You don't need bits and pieces. And again, that's another way to have a cleaner start to the new year.
It really, really is. And you'll be motivated to work more because it's going to be so much easier. I'm finding that like you know, as I'm getting older, as we all are.
You never age.
And never age. I'm Peter Pan. But when I rotate my wrist now, like with a regular screwdriver, it hurts. But when I do it with the angle driver, because I can keep my wrist straight, I'm not doing this.
Which is
it's
hard.
Straight. It's hard. Watch the way I can do up and down with this screw here. I'll give you a really great example of where this is useful. If I take one of the regular screwdrivers out of here, okay, I had a 50-50 shot here. Look at this. I know there's a Phillips head. There we go. Okay. Look at the doorknob that's down here, okay? And this is something I've had to do. I don't know why my doorknobs are always loose, but they always are. So if I try to get into it with a screwdriver, I'm gonna rub up against the nickel finish on this, okay? This is not a good thing, all right? And I can't even see what I'm doing, to be honest with you, if I was working on it. Now, we go in with the angle driver and watch this. I put it in there and it's got that 4-inch extension on it. Now, look how easy that is for me to do. It's not touching it. I'm far away from it and I can actually see what I'm doing because I'm not throwing a shadow on top of it with that. Working inside of a drawer is another reason that you want to get one of these. We have a drawer sitting right here and I'm actually going to turn this upside down and backwards so that the cameras can see this. There's a knob on the end of this, okay? Obviously, it's a drawer, all right? The knob is loose. Now, in most situations, you can't get in there with a screwdriver when you're upside down and backwards, okay? But with your angle driver, you can get in there and boom, get right on top of that. I don't even have to see what I'm doing. I can feel it, I can rotate this, it's gonna tighten that, and it makes short work of the whole thing.
The angle's everything.
Yeah, it is.
The angle is everything.
It really, really is.
Again, why didn't we think of this? It's a clever idea, it's a simple idea, and it's the only idea that you need when it comes to having the right things, the right tools to put that furniture together, to tighten up that loose handle. The thing that we need in our home, because, and Lou said it earlier and it really struck me, We put things off when they're difficult to achieve.
Yeah.
You know, if you haven't got the right tools, where are the tools? I know it's a jumbled mess in the toolkit, in the tool bag, in the drawer. This is everything together, all the bits, all the stuff that I need.
Right.
And I know it won't be hard work. If you have arthritis, doing anything is hard, you know, I mean, truly. But look, these videos are really incredible.
Take a look at that.
The places you couldn't get to.
Yeah, all the crazy angles that they're working at. I mean, when you're building a piece of furniture or a kid's toy or something like that, this is essential. I was putting in slow close mechanisms on cabinets in my house because that's the kind of guy I am, right? So I'm putting in these slow close mechanisms. Impossible to do with a screwdriver because I'm working at the top of the cabinet and I kept banging my hands on the edge of the cabinet. However, when I take my angle driver and put it in there, all I'm doing is just rotating. My hand's not even close to the sides of the cabinet, and it makes it simple. Now, what I've got on here now is a socket, and I want to show you that even with the sockets that come with this, it just makes it easier. Because let's say I'm working in an area on something like this, and you know, if you've got a regular ratchet, you need a really big space to spin that around, right? But if you take the angle driver, you just put it in there like that. I'm just gonna hold it. It has this little handle that you can hold on and just rotate this. Look how simple that is to drive that bolt in. And the nice thing is, I'm not really putting a lot of effort into this as I would if I wrecked manually just ratcheting this around. The reason being, again, there's gearing inside the head of this so that it kind of magnifies all the effort that I'm putting into it. It gives me more torque, less effort on my part. Adam, I'm all about less effort. You know this about me.
I was just going to say, that's what we get on so well.
Yes.
But listen, nobody wants to put in extra effort. And with typical screwdrivers, you've got to put in extra effort.
Right.
Right? What Bell and Howell, and they are innovators in so many fields, have done is create an all-in-one set. It's $24.95. Blue is the best seller. Red is doing very well. I have orange and I have classic black. It is the start of a new beginning, a fresh beginning, and there's always something that's got to be done.
Yeah.
We've got to have the right tools for the job. This is the right tool.
It is, and look how compact it is too. Look at that sitting in the drawer like that. So I have a whole bunch of tools sitting out in my shed, and when I go out there and I start grabbing things, you know what, it's like I don't want to have to sit there and think and look like, all right, now I'm going to need a screwdriver, but I'm also going to need the ratchet, and then I don't want to do that, okay? I don't want to have to worry about my hex keys. I don't want any of that stuff. I want to grab one box and have everything in that one box. And that's what this does for me. When I open this up, it has everything right there. And then I'm just looking in one spot. I'm not running around trying to find things. And I'm not going back and forth to a toolbox looking for things because everything is so convenient that I can just carry it with me and bring it with me wherever I go. By the way, I don't know if you noticed this, but like Matt Davis and I, he lent me his shirt to come on the air. And then I'm going to lend it to Carrie, and she's going to be wearing, because we're all wearing the same color.
It's the theme of the night.
It's the theme of the night.
I didn't even notice that, but you're right, Lou.
You didn't get the memo.
It's all blue. It's all blue. This, though, when you see it laid out, it's easy access.
Yeah, look at that. Everything's ready. And I love the way everything's labeled. So I know, by the way, you've got both standard and metric bits on here for the sockets. And then all of these driver bits. And I bet you there's driver bits on here that a lot of people have never even seen before, like the star drivers, which you use in automotive applications, your hex drivers for putting furniture together, and then all your standards, your Phillips, your standard screwdriver bits. It's all right here. Everything.
If you'd like to order, the reviews are fantastic. People love it. Let's get it. I mean, maybe you've got furniture. Maybe you've got things that you need to build. Toys that you got to still put together. This allows you to do it easily and simply. $24 and change. Incredible. Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
Make sure you join.
It's my last show.
Leave that for Dr. Ho.
I'm going to leave this for Dr. Ho, too.
Happy New Year, Lou.
You're Happy New Year to you, my friend.